Hi everyone, my name is Maria. Welcome back to part number 2 of the container garden tour. In case you missed part number 1 of the garden tour, you can go ahead and check it out here. So today we're going to focus on taking a look at what can be grown in smaller containers, as well as what is growing in the GreenStalk vertical planter. So let's go ahead and start here with overwinter peppers. So the first one is Tabasco. The second one here in the front is scorpion tail. And then the one in the back is a mystery pepper. I know that it's a small purple pepper similar to a chile de árbol. Here you can see I have a wide variety of mint. This mint right here is a chocolate mint that I'm really excited about growing. Next to it we have a spearmint. And then this one here is also a chocolate mint. And then this one is a regular mint. This is one that I used as a seasoning or an herb in different dishes. Here in these couple of pots we have different things. So here's basil. This is a dazzling blue kale. We have some sprouting broccoli at the base and then a broccoli here. This is a variegated rose that I am growing from seed. Here I have some Cuban oregano. I read a little bit about this herb and it appears that there's many uses for it. And this is an interesting plant. This is a Vicks plant. And here in the front I have a rosemary plant. In this smaller pot, I have some coleus that I've been growing from a cutting, and you can see that they're getting pretty large, so they're gonna be potted soon. In this larger container, there's curly parsley, some daisies, and then also a chamomile. In this pot here I have an overwinter habanero that is not doing very well, but it might survive. Then it's growing here with some broccoli raw and also 2 plants of arugula that are going to flower, so they're going to be pulled out soon. And here in the smaller pot, I have some lemon balm. In this next pot, I have sprouting broccoli, rue, and broccoli rabe. In the next container, I have some green onions and a basil. In this pot, there's an interesting plant here. This is called a pink lady bok choy, and then some turmeric in the front. Here I have some snapdragons growing with a mustard spinach and a basil. So that wraps all of the plants that are growing in the smaller containers. So now let's take a look at the GreenStalk vertical planters. I have 2 vertical planters of different sizes. One is a leaf which is smaller in size, and the other one is an original which is a little bit larger. And the difference between them is the pocket sizes for each of the tiers. This one is the leaf size and this one is the original size, and you can see the difference between the two pockets. Let's take a look at what's growing in them. So here you have some Merlot lettuce, some lemon balm, and here we have some basil growing with a seedling of calendula. You have an onion and some dill. This is a really large Swiss chard. And then there's another Swiss chard next to it. This one is a yellow variety. And here we have some blue hyssop. So there's the yellow Swiss chard. And here in front of us we have a dazzling blue kale. This is a plant that actually overwinter and I cut down, so you can see there's extensive growth. Down here, this long one, we have some fennel. Next to it, we have an onion growing with some Portuguese kale. And next to it, we have some New Zealand spinach and some Swiss chard. And then another kale. And then on the top here, this is a mystery kale, but I'm guessing is a lacinato or a dinosaur kale. And next to it, we have a calendula. Now you can see some Swiss chard growing with more calendula. Here we have an onion and another calendula, and this one might be a Swiss chard, and then right at the base a larger Swiss chard. This one is a paprika pepper that overwinter in the GreenStalk, which I'm really excited about, and it's the first one to produce peppers this season. We have some celery here above the pepper. So those were the lower tiers of the original vertical planter. So we started back at the Merlot. So at the top we have some snapdragons, and then right above that we have some dill and a baby viola. And here, this is a parsley. Here, there's some lemon bee balm. So this is new to me, so we'll see what it looks like. Here we have an overwintered basil that is going to flower, and a calendula seedling. Here we have an onion and more calendula. We have another onion, and this two are celery spinach. At the top here, this is mustard spinach. This is a calendula that I grew last year in overwinter, and then a viola. Here, this is strawberry spinach, also new to me this year, so we'll see how it grows. Here I have a baby celery spinach, an onion in the back, and then a mustard spinach on the right side. here are some celery plants, and that is all of the plants in the original vertical planter. So now let's take a look at what's growing in the smaller size. This one is definitely smaller, but because it's 7 tiers, it can hold more plants. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lower 4 tiers of the planter and see what's growing there. So let's start with this carrot here. Here we have some snapdragons, basil, and calendula. A shallot, and a Swiss chard. We have some lemon balm, and this is on the right side, perpetual spinach Swiss chard and butterfly spinach. We have yarrow, and then some strawberry plants here. And I have a baby sorrel. Then over here I have some winter lettuce that I've been consuming, and then there's some shallots in there as well. This one is a mystery plant on the left, but the other one is a sprouting broccoli. Here I have another calendula and a Swiss chard. And then above it there's another onion with more calendula plants. This one is a dill that is growing very well in this planter. And these ones are labeled as one because they're a mustard seed, but more than likely they're a mustard. Here I have kale and Swiss chard. This is celery. And this one is arugula with Japanese giant mustard seedling. I have an onion that is going to flower, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. But there was Swiss chard in there as well. This one is butterfly spinach. And here there's a Swiss chard. And then some mustard on the top right, and then snapdragons on the left. And that brings us back to the beginning here. So now let's take a look at the top 3 tiers of the leaf planter. So here is a tricolor viola with some celery. There's a parsley. And a mystery plant, and then this is perpetual spinach Swiss chard. This is a basil that is not looking so well. It was overwinter from last year. Here's some rosemary, some arugula, and a Japanese giant mustard. This one is a red Swiss chard. A dill, blue hyssop, garlic chives, another Swiss chard, and then a couple of herbs here, so sweet marjoram, some sage, and then a Portuguese kale. So that wraps the tour for today. I hope that you enjoyed looking and learning about the different plants that can be grown in a vertical planter. And if you missed the garden tour part 1, definitely go ahead and check it out here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.